Testing, testing. If anybody could hear me, press a one in the chat. I'll wait about 2, 3 minutes. I don't know if you could still hear me. My browser's kind of acting up, so I might have to restart or at least leave the live stream and come back in. I'm hoping it'll unfreeze. Sorry, my computer's very old. But whoever's in here, I suggest you stay. Um, Again, this is just a theory of mine. I can't guarantee it, but I think I'm pretty close to correct. So just give me a second here. All right, guys, I'm on my phone right now because my computer's acting up. So I'm gonna stay on the phone uh, for a few minutes until I get this computer working again. It's a very old laptop, and I haven't turned this on since a few months since my last video. Um, so while I try to get this computer working, I just do an overview of what I'm gonna talk about. So first of all, if you guys are not using BitChute, you guys should start using BitChute. You know, that's where you'll get the most information, and of course, there's always disinformation. But for now, it's one of the places that is least censored, in my opinion. You know, there's also Brighteon and um, Odyssey and Rumble, but in my opinion, BitChute has the most videos. I'm gonna have to completely restart my computer, so just give me a sec here. I'm gonna keep talking on the phone though, don't worry. All right, so on BitChute, I saw this video clip of an episode of X Files. It was on season two. Let me check what date. I mean, it was on season two and it came out in November 11th, 1994. Now, that's the reason why one of the titles of this video is 1111. Now, I'm sure you guys, or at least some of you, have heard of the 1111 phenomena where people kept seeing the number often. In my opinion, I was seeing that number before most people even started talking about 1111. I want to say I was 17 maybe, and I'm 30 now. So, yeah, like about 13 years ago. Now, it's just my theory that I found out what 1111 means, and it's not a good thing. Usually people talk about 1111 as an awakening and stuff like that. And at the same time, it could be, because if I'm correct about what's going to happen on 11/11 of this year, then yeah, there's definitely going to be an awakening, but it's going to be a rude awakening for a lot of people. Um, I'm working here on my computer, so it's kind of distracting me. So on the episode, it's called One Breath. Now, I haven't seen the whole episode. I will try to find it and watch it and maybe get some more information. Um, but from the video clip that I saw, I think her name is Scully, which is the woman protagonist in X Files. Uh, somehow, oh, you saw it today, Deborah? Um, Go ahead and in the chat tell me where you saw it. I would like to know. And yeah, I don't know if she gets injected or how she gets it. Because like I said, I only saw the clip, but she gets something into her bloodstream, and when they check her blood, they say that it's some type of biological tracking device, but that it's also poisoning the blood, and that her immune system is excuse me, her immune system is overreacting or destroyed or something like that. I will try to put the clip soon. Um, Once I get this computer running, which is starting up again right now. So you gotta understand that these things are programmed. That's why it's called predictive programming. And the programming goes very deep. And isn't everything, not just movies or shows. It's, you know, pretty much every news article, anything you see, especially if it has a date, like a, you know, you know, whatever, whatever date. You know what I mean? And they use math. The reason they use math is because it's the first science, and pretty much math and numbers. Without that, you can't have any other science. So, okay, that's interesting, Deborah. Okay, so I'm working on this so I could show you the clip, and then I'm gonna do the math for you, and I'll tell you why I believe that episode is talking about a future time, which I believe will be November 11th of this year. Okay. So that's the first part of my video. And the second part is Dark Winter, which is related because it's obviously November is winter time. And Biden kept talking about Dark Winter, but, you know, wasn't that bad uh, last year. But that's the thing. When they give you a code, it's whatever they're talking about is usually a future event. It's not an event that's going to happen at the time that they're speaking about it. And the last part of my title, 119, obviously it's 911 backwards. And I'm going to show you how that's related also. Okay, so 119 or 119, I got that calculation by getting two separate dates that I believe were important dates. So if we rewind to 2020, um, Trump declared a pandemic and declared it a national emergency and put FEMA in control on 3/22 2020. Now obviously 11 and 11 is also 22. And 3/22 has to do with Skull and Bones. So recently on BitChute, I saw this clip of, I think it was the medical director. in New Zealand, and he says, and I quote, "Today is the first day of the New World Order." Now, when I saw that clip, I thought he said it recently, but he actually said that in 2020. And the day he said that was July 19th. And the reason why that's interesting is, there's this leaked memo that supposedly the UK is going to go into lockdown on July 19th, 2021. So that would be exactly a year after that New Zealand medical director said today is the first day of the New World Order. But then I decided to do the math between the day United States declared it a pandemic and the day the medical director said it's the first day of the New World Order. Now, there's a website called Calculate Between Two Dates or something like that. So basically, you just put two dates and then it tells you um, the days, the weeks, the hours, the minutes, etc. And from the day that Trump declared it a pandemic in the United States to the day that the medical director said today is the first day of the New World Order, it was exactly 119 days, which again, obviously, it's um, 911 backwards. So to me, that's very important. I'm trying to load up StreamYard again because I'm trying to share the screen so I can show you the video clip. What do you mean it was really 911? I don't understand what you mean by that, Deborah. Also, um, another time that they used 11/9, at least in the United States, uh, on November 9th or 11/9 of 2020 is when Pfizer came out saying that their vaccine was safe and effective and it was ready to be used. And I do believe Pfizer, at least in the United States, was the first one to come out to the public. I'm not sure if AstraZeneca came out before that, but I'm pretty sure Pfizer was the first. I don't know if you guys remember. What's up, Land Raver? All right. Let's see if I could get back in here on my laptop. Okay. Let me try to. Okay. Can you hear me now? I'm on my laptop. If you guys could hear me, press 1. All right. Let me try to find that video clip. So just keep chatting while I do that. BitChute has a lot of good videos, but does not have the best search engine. If you're not very specific, probably won't find the video. Let's see here. And I usually just use my phone, so that's where I have all my tabs open. Haven't been on this computer. Let's see. I think I might have found the video clip without Alex Jones, because the one I saw, Alex Jones was talking about it, and he's just not something you want to put on your YouTube channel unless you want to get kicked off. So let me just check this video, make sure it's the full clip. And of course, it's episode 8. I don't know if you guys know about the 88 code, but season 2, episode 8, it's the same thing as 88. If you guys don't know, I might do another stream on the 88 code, but that one is massive. I'm still finding a lot of meaning to the 88 code, but that'll be for another day. So I think I found it. Let me see if I could share the screen. Yeah, Trump is heavily involved in what's going on right now. And it's massive. Like, I've made a few videos on Trump, but there's so much more that I know now that it's crazy. But I'll get to it another day, because if not, my stream will be like 3 hours long. So let's see here. We'll go to share screen. All right, guys. I'm going to share the screen and share the audio. It's only about 2 minutes.
Hey, Mulder. This is weird.
Good work sneaking out these charts.
Tucked them in my pants.
There's plenty of room down there.
You look down, Mulder. Tell you what, you're welcome to come over Saturday night. We're all hopping on the internet to nitpick the scientific inaccuracies of Earth 2.
I'm doing my laundry.
The chart shows abnormal protein chains in the blood. The amino acid sequence is in a combination I've never seen before. I downloaded Scully's medical data to the newest lone gunman.
He goes by the name The Thinker.
This guy's a hacking genius.
What?
The Thinker reports the protein chains are the byproducts of branched DNA.
Branched DNA?
The cutting edge of genetic engineering.
A biological equivalent of a silicon microchip.
This is way beyond cutting edge. This is technology 50 years down the line.
What's it used for?
Could be a tracking system.
Developmental stages of a biological marker.
You mean a high-tech identity card?
Or something as insidious as grafting a human to something inhuman.
Good theories, gentlemen, but all for naught. This branched DNA is inactive. It's waste product. Whoever was experimenting on Scully is finished. Now it's nothing more than a biological poison.
Will she live?
Her immune system has been decimated. And I doubt even a healthy human body has the ability to fight this. Mulder, there's nothing you can do.
Now, obviously, she survives. All right, Landraver. Just catch the upload later. Have a good night. So obviously she survives. You know, she's a main character. I don't know how she does. I haven't watched the full episode, like I said. But key things were a silicone microchip, a biomarker, a tracking device, and apparently when they're done, whatever they're doing, it becomes a poison and they just take you out. Now, let me see if I could find the calculator online so you could see while I do the math. See how this looks. All right, looks pretty good. All right, so the episode came out November 11th, 1994. Now, there might be multiple formulas on how they hide messages and dates, but the ones I figured out with discernment and intuition is you add up each number one by one, and then you also try to do 2 digits. And obviously, you know, a few months don't have 2 digits, but you do it with the year. So let's start with one by one. So November 11th, 1994. 1 1 1 1. So that's November 11th. Now 1994. 1 9 9 4. And okay, why am I not getting the answer? Do I need to press enter or something? I don't know how to use this calculator. Give me a second here. Where's the equal sign? Oh, here it is. I'm blind. So you get 27. I hope you guys are still with me here. So you get 27, and that was in 1994, and we're in 2001. So 2001 minus 1994 is 27 years ago. Now, once November 11 comes, it'll be 28 years, which again goes back to the 88 code, 2 8s. And this episode was on season 2, episode 8. So it's also 28. If you guys are with me and you understand, please press 1. And if you don't, press 2, and I will try to explain it again. that is pristine and scary at the same time. All right. So at least you're with me. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not done with the math. It gets even deeper than that. So let's go back to the calculator here. So now let's do 2 digits. So 11 plus 11 plus 19 and then 94. $135. Now you might be like, okay, well, the 88 code is also in there because 35 plus the mirror number. Now, if you don't know what a mirror number means, it just means the same number in reverse, which would be 53. It's 88. Not only that, 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. Now I'll show you what that 9 connects to. So to recap, I did 1 digit at a time, you get 27, and that episode was 27 years ago. Once it gets to November 11th, it'll be 28, and that's 2 8s, and the episode was on season 2, episode 8. Now, I'm claiming it's going to be this year, and I'll show you why. So let's do the math for this year. So let's first do single digits. 1 plus 1 for November, plus 1 plus 1 for the 11th. 2 plus 2 because 0 doesn't matter, but I'll add it just so you could see it. 2 1. You get the number 9. So when you get November 11th, 1994, and you add it by 2 digits, you get 135, which has the 88 code. But also if you add 1 plus 3 plus 5, you get 9. And now if you get November 11th, 2021, and you add single digits, you get 9. If you're still with me, please press a 1. This is not gematria. I also do gematria. This is something that I started doing on my own. I don't know if somebody else does it, but basically I just do simple math on the dates. All right, so Albert is still with me. Now, that was November 11th, 2021 by single digits. Now let's do double digits. So that would be 11 plus 11 plus 20 plus 21. Oops, hold on. Okay, so you get 63. Now, 3 plus 6, you get the number 9 again. Okay. Now check this out. 9 plus 9 is 18, which in my opinion, 18 stands for 666. And also, if you add 1 plus 8, it's 9 again. And 99 has to do with depopulation. Now, that's my interpretation, and the reason why I say that is because Prince Philip, okay, in 1988, so that's the 88 code, he said that when he dies, he would like to reincarnate into a deadly virus. Well, he died this year, and he died at the age of 99. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that on this date is when massive amounts of deaths will happen. Obviously, it's not him reincarnated into a deadly virus. We all know it's just people being poisoned. But before he died, if he died, because we don't really know, his wish was to depopulate the earth. If you're still with me, press 1. Now, another thing is 1 plus 1 is 22. Sorry, not 1 plus 1. 11 plus 11 is 22. And why is that important? Well, when Trump was, running for re-election, both him and Biden had a number you could supposedly text him at, and the number for Trump was 8822. So I showed you the 88 code, and obviously 11 plus 11 is 22. And on that date, it would be 28 years since that episode aired, which 2 8s are 88. And he obviously started Operation Warp Speed. So what I'm trying to say is, in my opinion, 11/11/2021 is the day that they're planning to really kick it off, and most likely they will blame it on unvaccinated people. Now you might say, well, how can they prove it? Well, it's not really going to matter, because if massive people start dying, then they'll have all the excuses in order to, put martial law and take people away. Now, another thing. Now, I can't prove this one. Well, I can't prove this either. It's just a theory, but this one is just more speculation without any type of proof. I don't know if you're hearing about it, but people are supposedly turning into transmitters, or basically antennas, if you get the vax. So I've been speculating, if they're magnetic and they're connected to whether it's the satellites or the towers or both things, what would happen if the power goes out? Will they also be powered down? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not saying everything's going to be fine till November 11th. I definitely think more people will start dying, and it's going to be increasing, but then there's going to be some type of blackout, which shortly after, a bunch of people are going to collapse that took the vax. And of course, it's going to be chaos. There's not going to be enough hospitals with space and all that. So if I'm correct, the best thing would be to get the hell out of the cities. If you can't do that, then try your best to barricade yourself wherever you live, and do not go anywhere with the military. But the best thing would be to get out. Now, I don't know if you guys live near a forest, or I would assume every country has some type of forest. So I may be wrong, and it may be earlier or maybe after that. But in case I'm right, if you have any money, I suggest you take a little camping trip at least 2 days before and stay 2 days after 11/11. And like that, if something happens, you're in the middle of nowhere. Obviously, take supplies, take canned food, something to start a fire with. Or um, one of those, how you call those thermal beds, or that thing that you get inside to stay warm, because obviously it's going to be wintertime. So just take something to stay warm, take some food, take something to start a fire, take something to hunt or make a trap. I don't know. Because if I'm right, you're going to be there a while. And what's a while? I don't know. I know you don't want to come back to the city, that's for sure. So that's my opinion. If I am right, which we won't know till it happens, you need to be out of the city a few days before and stay a few days after in case it doesn't happen immediately. That's my opinion. If anybody has any comments or questions, I will be taking that now. Okay, like I said, I'm waiting about 5 minutes for any comments or questions. Then I'll also, if you want to come on the stream and you want to talk to me one-on-one, I also have a few minutes for that. If not, that's pretty much all I got to show right now. There's one more thing. Dark Winter. Now, you got to understand, when it comes to gematria, there's a lot of gematria. It's not just English and J gematria. There's Francis Bacon, there's satanic, there's triagonal, there's square, there's keypad, there's a whole bunch of different gematria systems. But the episode of the X-Files is called One Breath, and one of the numbers, I think it's in a gematria called reverse ordinal. One breath equals to 135, which is the math that I got when I added November 11th, 1994, which is the day the episode came out, when I added the date in 2 digits. Yeah, get lint. Look, I know most likely, don't get me wrong, I'm poor, but I've been trying every weekend to get at least 3 to 5 cans at the dollar store, and I've been doing that for almost a year now. So if you could do that, just do that. Find a dollar store if you have one, and buy at least 3 to 5 cans. So it'll be $3 to $5 every weekend, so you have some. Now you could also go to Walmart, and there's this, well, it should be there. If not, try to order it online. But it's a paste. It's literally a tube that's a paste, and you could use that paste to start a fire. So just whatever you want to start a fire with, just put a little bit of that paste on and light it up, and then the paste will help burn whatever you're trying to burn. It's not really that expensive, maybe like $10 or less. But yeah, I really think when that happens, you gotta get out of the city. They will be focused on the city, but you gotta be ready to be living out there for at least a year. Why do we see 1111? Well, I don't know. To me, I never really knew what it was. People speculate a lot what 1111 means. I always felt it was a warning. And until right now that I saw that clip and I did the math, I didn't really know what it was warning about. And that's what I believe it's warning about. I believe 1111 was a warning from years ago about, a major event. And there's nothing more major than millions of people dying and you being in a lights out scenario all at once. That's my opinion. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, like I said, but to me, I believe in better safe than sorry. So, like I said, if you have the means, just go on a camping trip. And if nothing happens, you still had some fun. You went camping. You got away from the world for a little bit. But I really, really suggest, even if it's snowing outside, get out of the city. Yeah, you should also do a practice run if you can. That's a very good idea. All right, guys. Does anybody want to come on and chat with me for a few minutes? Oh, sorry. There was one more math I forgot to show you. So 11/11 2021. If you get single digits, it's 9, and two digits, it was 63. But also, if you get 63 plus 9, you get 72. And 72 is 27 backwards. So the episode was 27 years ago. And when you add the total of November 11th, 2021, you add the math for the single digit and the math for the double digit, and then you add up both, which is for double digits is 63, for single digits is 9. You add it together, you get 72, which is backwards of 27, which the episode was 27 years ago, which the date adds up to 27 in double digits when you do the math for the day that the episode came out. All right. That's all I got, guys. I don't see anybody wanting to get on here. I do appreciate your time. I hope you take my advice. Like I said, you have nothing to lose. It's not that expensive. Just get some gas. Get a tent, get something to keep you warm, get something to start a fire, take some water, some canned food, and maybe something to hunt. I don't know. Do a practice run before that day. And also, like I said, do it 2 days before and stay 2 days after November 11th. So you'll be camping for 4 days. If nothing happens, hey, you got a distraction. You had some time, with nature. You just got away from all the troubles. That's my opinion. That's my warning. I haven't done videos in a while, so trust me, I went online to do this because I really believe I'm onto something. I really believe I'm correct. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to wait 2 more minutes. And if not, I'm out. So I love you all. Thank you for your time. I will make another video soon. I can't tell you when. It might take a month. It might be next week. It might be in a few days. I don't really know. All right, guys. Love you all. Take care. God bless.